Today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from Laura Swink. 3, 2, 1! Good morning, campers. It is 13:02 hours on Wednesday, December 30th, 2015, and welcome to today's Captain's Blog. I'm Chris Boden, you're not, and that's Mackie in her ugly Christmas sweater. Hi, how you doing? That's Elisa's, both of whom are having just such a hard day. So what's going on?
He's helping.
Nobody likes that dog. We're not even going to talk about him. He's not even people. Get a real dog. So what's up?
Working?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You had some notification for me about shipping stuff.
Yes. See that pile over there?
There's a big pile of stuff over there.
That's a bunch of Patreon rewards.
Patreon? Like the cards and stuff?
Yeah.
I filled those out like a month ago.
And Jerry was in a very bad state a few months ago in which he was terrified of every single thing on the planet.
And yet not terrified enough of me to actually do your job. Just saying.
I was afraid of fucking
They ship
up.
today, right?
They're shipping right now.
Okay. They're
those are
shipping
today.
in your moment.
The international ones take a lot of effort to get out.
We're on it. So if
You know people yell at me when you don't do that, right?
if you were owed a Patreon reward and were wondering if it was ever coming, the answer is yes.
It's been hanging out on Jerry's desk for a while. Okay. By the way, speaking of Patreon people, I want to welcome Cheese. I want to thank Jordan and Frank. And today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from Laura Swink. Oh, who was the entitled twat? You saw the comment.
You really have to be more specific.
Yeah, I know. An entitled twat on my Patreon? Wow.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
A little.
Who was it?
One moment.
Okay.
I have a filter for Patreon.
Oh, okay. Patreon needs a filter. Elijah was the one. What did he say?
You're doing tiered Patreon videos, so he's leaving you.
Yes. You're doing tiered according to the the December 28th blog. I'm doing tiered Patreon videos. I'm sorry to hear this. This will be my last month. Ah!
Well,
all right.
That's really funny because of why you did that tiered Patreon video.
I did the tiered Patreon video because I didn't want Kidwell to see his thing. Okay, first off, it's my Patreon. While I appreciate your support and I welcome you guys to be involved and have a voice and all that jazz, it's my Patreon. If you don't like it, don't contribute. If it offends you, don't contribute. If I say something that gets your delicate knickers in a bunch, don't contribute. Fuck off! The Patreon exists as a way to help solve problems, support the blog, all that jazz. I put a lot of time into this, and I had a bunch of people say, do a Patreon! Okay, I've done a Patreon. However, what I choose to do with the Patreon, there is no rhyme or reason to it. I'm going to do that which is fair. I'm going to do that which I believe to be right. It won't always be the proper thing to do, I'm sure. I will make mistakes, I certainly will. But you don't get to be entitled. The people who contribute, the people who choose to get involved, should get rewarded. I believe that is fair. The people who contribute more should get a little more. If they're going to stand up and put the effort in and put the time in and take a stand, then I'm going to have their back because that's the right thing to do. And then there's Bruce. What you got? These are the shittiest headphones ever.
Little inline to connect.
Huh?
For your
It's all
coils. It's one of Paul's things.
We're going to connect them.
We're trying to figure out if the actual metal will work in here without creating issues.
Huh?
So you put
Yeah, if
your
that Coil
coil.
explain it, it makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Okay, because it's not making any
It's to
sense. to me.
couple the PVC together without using the big obnoxious coupler because the hole won't fit a coupler through.
So this does it inline, so you just go.
To couple it to what? I get that a piece of PVC goes on here. What goes on this side?
The primary. I don't know. It's crazy.
Talk to Paul.
You're letting Paul do mechanical engineering again.
You're the one.
He's the one who picked this up.
Yeah, I told him to get a toilet flange. He told me
he got
was
a
getting
toilet flange. He
This
also
is
got those just in case.
just in case.
Just
Okay.
in case thing.
Here's what you do. You hand that off to her. And there's a nice hole right here.
Yeah.
So just bolt there and it'll
That's
roll
what we're
down.
trying to figure
Yeah,
out. We're
you
trying to
don't-
find a nylon.
This.
We can't find a nylon.
This.
Doesn't matter if
You
it's
don't-
nylon or not. That's the thing. We were like,
It depends on which end you're on.
it'd be the bottom of it.
If I could get a nylon and maybe tap that
I
out
would
to
use a
secure
nylon
it.
there. I would use a nylon there because the voltage at that point, at the bottom of the coil, is relative to ground zero. So you're okay. But you're in the middle of the primary, and there's all kinds of electromagnetic field, and if you put metal there and it gets excited, because at the other end of this tube is a bajillion volts, and it's going to want to... What is this? No, just settle down. What is this? You know we're doing this with uncapped secondaries. They like to arc down the inside.
That's why he was looking for nylon carpet.
Okay, so I get it for the bottom.
I
But
don't think you did.
no, I get it for the bottom. You slip it down on the thing and it melts. It's better than the toilet.
No,
It's not better than the toilet.
okay. We have a hole in the middle of our upper deck wall.
To pass the pipe through.
The secondary through.
Yeah,
The
pipes.
secondary mounts to the mid deck.
Okay.
How much winding distance do you have from the end of the pipe to the start of the windings?
Okay, it varies.
Usually like that much.
It's variable.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Well, I need a couple of inches to get down to the toilet flange in the mid deck. So you need more
So
than
this just extends the pipe.
This just extends the pipe.
Okay, that's the only purpose of this. Is
Only
extend.
purpose is to extend the
Okay,
pipe.
so we don't have them like this.
No.
We have them like this.
Yes.
Okay. You want to put a nylon here, and we're going to have another piece of pipe that'll be uncoated
Yep.
and unwound, and we'll adjust. We're probably going to make. We're going to take a bunch of pipe. We're going to cut
Yeah,
it into
keep
little
cutting it
pieces.
and do it
Well,
as
we're
we
going to have separate pieces, and we'll cut them halves.
No, that's way too much variant, and that's what the upper deck
Quarters?
is. The upper deck is going to be movable.
Yeah, but that's a pain in the ass.
4 bolts, spin them down, drop it, tighten the nuts on the top.
This is an excellent application for linear actuators.
It would be, wouldn't it? It's a pity we don't have like 4 of them.
We need 4 linear actuators.
Real
capable of
time.
running.
You never hit the button and raising and lowering.
Yeah, but they gotta be together.
Well, that's easy.
How?
There's feedback on them.
They got linear actuators or feedback and all that jazz, and we can run it through
The one I
an
gave,
Arduino and off we go.
the one I gave you to do.
I wasn't asking a question.
Yes,
There you go.
you have one already. I gave it to you already.
Settle down. I'm not married to you. Chill the fuck out.
You forget things.
I'm retarded,
Okay, thank you for
but I don't have
admitting
that haircut, so really, you
You
can
were
talk all the
supposed to
shit
take
you
me
want.
to the barber this morning.
I didn't have time because there's dudes working on the roof. Okay, are you doing something?
Yes.
Good, go do it, for the love of Christ. All right, just simple nylon, and that should be, you might want to group this.
That's what I was gonna say. Is if we go ahead and cement.
Liquid nails it. And then
No, you PVC cement.
or PVC cement, yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
this is
fuses it.
polystyrene, that'll chemically weld
Because
it.
that will
Yeah, it's a
frickin'
solvent weld. Okay,
Because what we can get through
Okay.
there, we don't have a
find
lot
a
of
bolt
bolts.
that just fits that hole, like perfectly, so you don't have out of register.
So we got a bolt that fits, but it doesn't come through long enough.
Doesn't have to, you just need the bolt there to keep it indexed.
Okay.
And what I would do, because that hole, this is injection molded,
Yeah.
I'd put them both like that, put it down on a table, and I'd run a drill bit right through the middle. The quarter inch would be just about perfect, because it'll take that a little bit bigger. Drill it, drop a 1/4-20 bolt through it, douche it in solvent.
Yeah.
Just make sure when they go in that they're
You're lined up
perfectly,
properly,
yeah, perfectly lined up, everything in registration, and yeah, and it's symmetrical at 90. So yeah,
No.
but if I see this and it looks like that,
fucking have a heart attack.
I know,
People
right?
are gonna die.
Just, Jesus God, because that's
So
like
I would
OCD
just do
how-
that just to drive the OCD crazy.
No, because I'm one of them. It'll make me fucking nuts. So, yeah. You got it? Cool. That'll work. These are uprights?
Between the lower and mid-deck, I was thinking 10 inches. Our NST is 7 inches tall. It gives 3 inches of clearance, and distance between the NST and the tank circuit is not clear.
Yeah, it isn't. It can all be
It
just
could be in the next room,
Yeah,
technically,
we've
but
done that.
yeah.
How well did that work?
That worked great!
Oh no, it was
Those-
the rotary switch that didn't work out. so
Shut up! It worked great!
It was the cut ends from the curtain that were the problem.
Yeah. No more curtains. Curtains are back. We gotta wall that in. I gotta talk to Moose about that. We gotta get 2x4s and finish that out.
Best tool to cut that. I was thinking the
The
green
little
chop saw.
bandsaw.
The little bandsaw.
Yeah.
Nice and perfect clean cut.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It works every time, 99% of the time.
The little green or gray, whatever.
Horizontal one?
Horizontal one.
You do.
I was seeing if I had a chuck for my drill guide, which I had a chuck.
That's a drill guide?
Yeah,
It's not a router thing?
it's a drill guide.
Oh, and it's got... No.
No, because look at that. It'll get you nice and perfectly straight on your bocce ball, and then you're going straight and perfectly.
How you gonna hold the ball?
Well, that's another question, but this is just the start of how you
Let me
get
see
the
something.
drills nice and straight.
Ball won't fit.
Ball won't
Ball-
fit there, but it
My
has
ball's
holes
too
here.
big.
There's holes here, so you could make like a vise thing that this will bolt to, and it'll drill perfectly straight into
That's
your
not a
ball
bad idea.
every time. The thing I was fucking with those because I got this without a chuck,
Oh.
but the chuck off the little 90-degree thing fits on this perfect.
Is it some kind of taper or something? Or is it
No,
just...
it's thread. That's it right
Oh,
there.
okay.
That's the end that goes into a.
Is it a decent chuck? Is it like a Jacobs or something?
It's
It's a
alright.
Jacobs chuck?
It's alright.
It's a good chuck. That's
No.
cute.
It needs a little lube.
Little trombone drill press.
It's a
does
precision drill guide.
It really?
That's the technical term.
It really?
This one probably not so much because it was donated and used. But
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
okay.
What'd you say?
The HVAC guys are back. If I need to see if they need anything.
All right. Yeah. Check on it. Make sure. So HVAC guys are working on the roof, doing that jazz. And today is going to be all about assembling a primary coil form for the Tesla coil, which is going to be pretty cool. That's this. Hey, Paul, do we only have one of these? We had two of these decks, don't we?
6 and a 4.
All right.
That's the 6. That's the 6.
But we only have one set of tombstones.
That's correct.
All right, we got to talk to Casey and get a second set.
Number 4 we need.
Yeah, all right. I'll try and touch base with Casey.
I think we're out of material.
Well, we might have to get some.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. We might cruise out to
Yeah,
Elro.
it's during the week, so Elro's in.
Yeah, see, this is nice when you come out here. We'll hit Elro. I'm gonna contact Elro and the other place. It's not Nemec. Nemec's where we get tools.
Talk to Elro about the clear coil tubing too, see if they stock it. You want to go to the manufacturer though?
Yeah, I want to go to the manufacturer on
I
that
sent
because
you
I'm gonna try and get it donated.
Okay.
I like spending your money, but if I can get it for free, that's better. So I'll make some calls.
Okay.
All right, I'm on it.
With no strength, and the weights are on the top and bottom.
Okay.
You held it and you did this. And the idea was to control it for 60 seconds.
Okay.
The problem is with a blown bicep tendon, after about 3 times back and forth, it takes over and your arm starts hurting. And you can't stop it. And I just break out laughing. The therapist thought it was hilarious to watch me doing this.
Well, that's,
You have to do that
you can be pretty sure that that's going to be a GIF on the internet. Do that a little more. Yeah, you can be
There.
sure that's going to be a
This
GIF
arm-
on the
this
internet.
arm's weaker. There.
Yeah,
You ever seen that South Park episode of the Shake Weights?
you're about to be a meme. 13:47 hours, and Bruce is making boards. That's a sexy piece of plywood you got there. And these are the mounts for the.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So are we doing like 3/8 bolts straight through there, or?
I think we've got half-inch all thread. We got half-inch threaded rod for
Half-inch
that, right?
shredded rod, yes.
So a 1/2 inch all the way through.
Yeah.
Half-inch all the way through should be a clearance hole on the rod.
Yep.
And as far as
I'm
the
gonna double
feet-
check our flange for the other bolts.
As far as the feet, just let him just be like, put feet on there, and he'll put like rubber caps on them, or maybe a bit of PEX, like a little nub of PEX would be enough.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, he's Bruce. He's smart. He knows
Okay.
things. I believe in him. So, parts that we have coming together. This is, understand, this is just slapped together, really simple, really crude. We're testing out design ideas, really, at this point. We're gonna put together with all thread in a tension, like a monocoque style construction, keep it under tension. So these will balance out these, and we'll have a plate. I don't know where the big plate went.
They're up.
It's on
They're
the
in high
floor,
voltage?
It's at your feet.
What?
The 6-inch one. It was. Somebody
6-inch
already
one?
moved it? Yeah, it's over there.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Cool. So this gives us our mounting points for the tombstones, our pass-throughs for wiring cable, and the center mount. And then these are the main
With the
structure.
all-thread
Yeah,
thing.
superstructure.
Yeah.
So it's going to be just an ugly, generic box testicle.
Okay, what do you got for a gap? You get a gap and a cap, we can have this thing going tonight.
5/16.
I got the old ones from the twins. I don't know if it works.
It's a little rotary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little baby rotary. I don't know if it's sync or async or what, but if we had a strobe light, we could find out.
I don't have a strobe light. Actually, no, I think I donated it. I think I
Yeah, we
donated
need-
that and we lost it.
Yep. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, Radio Shack, I had plans to convert a Radio Shack strobe into a synchronous strobe for the AC line.
Yeah.
Worked really well. God only knows where it is.
Well, we need a strobe light that synchronizes with an AC line input, and we do that. All right. Let's start getting all the pieces up to high voltage and together, and we'll do the assembly there. You're mailing it out to the patrons.
Right now.
Cool. I'm gonna make sure they all comment and tell you how mad they are at you, or how much trouble you're in. Comment with what Jerry's punishment should be. I'm saying the scorpion pit.
But there's a version of Inventor called Fusion 360, which is a lot cheaper. You can probably get it for the newest version cheaper than you could get a used license. You would recommend? Yeah.
Stuff happening.
At Home Depot.
Yeah, well.
That hair, yeah.
Just kind of odd.
That
It's
hair.
like 20 bucks.
Let's just take a moment and go over here and admire Mr. Kidwell's hair.
I'm sure they have it at Columbia Pipe Company. There's a pipe company that sells
Look at that hair.
the big ass
Man,
pipe,
I don't know.
everything.
I gotta get him a haircut. That actually might help. I got a big chunk of schmoo.
I got the little lens cloths in the tool room.
I gotta go at this thing with a lens pen or something.
You got air over here. Where's it smear?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
I've killed
air,
cameras doing that
That
shit.
camera needs replacing anyway.
It does. This camera has died, like, I've died to the point that I started shopping for new cameras twice. But I can't afford a new camera because I did Christmas for the staff. So, yeah. Camera has to wait.
Speaking of hair, it's your fault.
What?
I'm gonna grow mine out.
Why?
Donate it. My little brother's doing the same thing. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. So when I do go bald, I'll know some child somewhere is wearing my hair. It'd be adorable.
I totally support the
I
idea.
did that. You did that.
Yeah, I did it.
So
Wow.
we get to see Batman with
You've
the big
actually
hair.
known me long enough to remember me with long hair. Wow. There was a time. I was pretty once. Shut up.
I was just amazed how much
Shut up.
smaller your forehead was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's grown quite a bit in the past few years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Your time will come.
It already is. That's why it makes bangs. That's all you need.
No,
is really
that's
long
the
bangs.
Justin Bieber thing. He's a believer.
Now you got them
Yeah,
all.
that's why they have the.
That's not a Bieber haircut.
When I was a kid, we called them.
It was a Beatles cut.
we call them
for
goths.
what Beatles Bieber thing was. It was the
Yeah.
Beatles bowl cut thing they had going for a while.
Okay. You want to make the exact same thing, just thicker, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Simple and easy. Batman's got typhus.
Except for the one that you want to remake in the same size.
Yes. So one same, full set, thicker. Which is going to be ridiculously over-engineered for a quarter inch. We'll be back. All right. Oh, have you seen the strobe light work yet?
I have not seen this.
It's pretty badass.
What does it say?
Huh?
Purpose.
Its purpose is to make flashy light. It's a big, bright, it's a beacon
When do you have it beacon?
whenever you plug it in.
Whenever you put it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It indicates that it is plugged in.
All right. So
Yeah.
right now it's not effectively being used.
No, I'm just getting started out with it. All right, so this is the old gap.
Yes.
I don't think this is going to work.
I don't think that one's going to work. No.
Okay, this is another gap. I don't know its story. But it wouldn't take a lot to fire it up and test it. I don't know who built this, and I really should know that kind of thing. It's not bad. Might be Sundog. I don't know, we've had it for a while, I think. And I have, follow me. I got the old one from Scott, like back in the Twins era, which is going back like, I don't know, 15 years. Yeah. We haven't used this ever, really. Because we went back with the first iteration of Gemini, we had the pretty blue box set up. Open that up.
Transformer and everything.
Open it up.
isn't it?
Open it up. No, I think it's just tank circuit. So we've got caps of questionable lifespan and a gap in a nice nifty little box. Double fire spark gap. Let's open it up and see what we get. You're going to have to disassemble some things there.
Let's straighten some tubes. I don't think that's going to go through. Well, no, there's
Yeah, you take it apart. But we'll get a look at it. Oh, hey, I think there's a safety gap in there too.
yes. Wonder where
And
that
I know
went.
he ran this off a 10 kVA pig originally. Like that's what we were running it off of. He's got 2 blocks on that spark gap too. That's actually a really good design. He's got a Lovejoy in there. I've never really tore into this and looked at it, but that's not bad. I don't know anything about the caps, but for what we're, don't step on that, you'll hurt yourself. Could
Tell
you
me-
throw that in the trash,
tell me
please?
about
Mr.
it.
Kidwell's sensitive. There's a trash can right there. I don't know anything about the caps. They are 1 microfarad, 6 kilovolts, Pyranols from
This pallet needs
GE.
to be cleaned and put in the high voltage lab.
All right, Paul, let's start
okay,
by
this is-
taking these off.
This is way overkill for a 4.
This is ridiculously overkill for a 4-inch coil.
Flat blade? Yeah, that's a flat blade. Give me your Gerber.
I don't have it on me at the moment.
Really?
I am not carrying my Gerber today. I've been doing like crazy office work all morning, so I didn't get to put my Gerber on.
Okay.
I just want to be pretty. Hey, Paul. Yes. Tool bag right here. And you're gonna want those, and you're gonna want that.
You do not have a lifter set up, so you don't have to worry about tripping.
Yeah, well, there's a lifter right here. You take that. Thank you, sir.
The lifter table looks a little cluttered. Just undo that and everything will slip right off. Should be loose enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
Slide it right off. That's all right, so we've got 6 caps that are catalog number 25 Frank 583, 1 microfarad, 6 kilovolts DC. They're General Electric Pyranol capacitors, which means you really don't want to set one off. Solder sealed metal cans, which means if we screw up these, want a grenade really bad. Short though, so they look to be pulse rated, and we've used them, like, this was Capper's old setup.
Yes, I know.
So, and it's Capper, he's not an idiot, so it's gonna be decent. It's a really well built gap.
All right.
Like, really, really well built gap.
I assume these run off to the primary and those run off to the power supply.
I gotta think so.
It appears
Does it really matter?
cap in series with spark gap.
Yep.
Spark gap
We can draw it out.
parallel
It's not
with-
like it's a
with
complicated
primary.
schematic. We'll draw it
Well,
out to be
there's
sure.
two different versions, and I'm just trying to figure out which one he did.
This needs to be detail clean.
Yes.
So I got a plan for that.
What's your plan for
I'm gonna
that?
put Katie and Tyler on just completely going through this and cleaning everything. It really just needs to get wiped down.
Okay.
Katie to high voltage. Katie to high voltage, please. Bring some paper towels and some simple green.
What do you think?
So
that
the
was?
motor is 115 volt single phase, 60 hertz.
What do you think this was?
What is that? Oh, that's a connector into a piece of standard copper pipe. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, but where there is no standard copper pipe inside.
Oh, in here?
Yeah, this was on the inside, unless somebody flipped the thing over.
No, I think it was on the inside. I just don't know where. Let me see the other end. What is that? Oh.
There's a red thing there. Is that a? Would this make to that?
I don't think so. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it will,
Well,
but
it
I don't
will,
think
but
it,
why would it
I don't
be
think it was
inside?
supposed to.
No, this was outside the box.
This was just there for storage, and
Yeah, it goes right there.
goes there,
And that's
and
the
that
prime.
goes off of the pipe. So, all right. I think that's supposed to be on wheels, and it's actually on like 3. It feels like it wants to.
Is there a key?
It looks like it wants to go on the wall. The slot is not keyed. So either you just got to lean on that a lot harder than I'm willing to do with my trepidation. No, this wants to go into here. These go to the primary.
Let's go to the primary. That's got to be power coming in.
This is power to the motor.
Okay.
So these are your primary connection, and these come from the transformer that sits in the other box that was the cooler that used to sit on top of it.
Got it.
So these are high voltage in, these go up to the primary, which would make sense because you'd want that down on the ground.
Yes. I wouldn't put the power going in that close to the primary. I'd put it like over on the other end, but.
So we got a lot of fun here to clean out, but it's really well built. I like it. Good job, Mr. Coppersmith. I miss him. He was cool.
Yes, I wonder where his transformer is.
I think I deboxed it, but I'll go look at it. It was just a 10 kVA pig in a cooler.
Okay.
Like it was nifty, but there was nothing special about it. It was a D-cord 10 kVA pig in a dry cooler, like just like a Coleman cooler. It had a piece of plastic wrapped around it, but it wasn't full of oil or anything because short duty cycles, so you don't need the oil for the cooling. And at 10 kVA, it's only 14 kilovolts.
He built it to be portable.
Yeah. And we can do way, way better than this now.
That thumb drive I gave you has pictures from him running this at your garage.
2001?
Something like that.
Oh, this is the garage in like 2002.
2002.
Somewhere in there.
Oh, here's the NSD I pulled out.
Says don't use it.
Yeah, who wrote don't use it?
Somebody with a twitchy hand and not very good English. I'm saying you.
Yep.
What is it? This is being saved for an existing project. It's a Transco, quality, made in Hong Kong. 60 hertz, 120 volts, 12 secondary to 120 milliamps.
That's why we put it aside.
You know we've got a 15720 somewhere, right?
Not that I've seen.
It's beige. It's really ugly, and it's bloody huge. It's a cold cathode tube transformer. So it's a weird thing, but
Bombardier or?
it looks like an NST, but it's really big. It's 720 milliamp. It's the only one I've ever seen like it. We got it in a pile of junk out of a neon sign shop years ago. We had it knocking around for a million years.
You find it when using on a 6-inch version of this.
Okay.
Nothing exceeds like excess.
All right, so that's the start for that. I'm going to go hunting transformers.
Okay.
You want to start like actually bolting things together?
When I get the plates to bolt together, yeah.
They're never coming.
They're never coming?
They're never coming because they hate you. All right.
I'm gonna go talk to them and see what they do.
All right, I'm going to get those two started.
Yeah, this gets bolted to the bottom deck.
Okay.
Whatever we use for the spark plug, yeah, we're a little bendy there.
We can fix that.
Yeah. Don't run away! We need you!
Okay.
We've got fun for
Yeah, come on over here. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, you and Tyler, please clean this pretty like.
Okay.
It's still got some soot and shmoo on it, but we need it all. The dust is the enemy of high voltage. So this needs to be super turbo cleaned. And you guys sort that out, and I'm going to figure out how to get the motor to work, which may take some doing. Hey, Paul? What are you working on? All right, we're going to have to find a couple plugs that fit this to get the motor working. Okay, so rock out.
No lunch?
Huh? Is it lunchtime? All right, we'll go on lunch and then we'll rock out. Lunch. People have to eat. Yeah. Hi there, guys. We're back. It's 15:34 hours, and what's going on?
Well, the base is right there.
Okay, so that'll be the base.
We're going to round the edges.
This is second floor.
Mid-deck.
Okay.
Secondary will mount to that.
Beautiful.
We have a, if we need it, we have an extender so we can put a straight tube down here and get
We'll need
the
it.
base of the secondary.
We'll totally need it.
The upper deck will be on threaded rod up here so we can raise and lower.
And it's the same threaded rod all the way down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's PVC, 2-inch PVC going down between this deck and the bottom deck.
Okay.
Cut 4 pieces, cut the same length so the two will be square with each other.
Okay.
We're going to round the edges and all the way around to get rid of this kind of little nastiness.
Okay.
And then start bolting it all together.
And he's waiting right now to round it.
He's waiting to round it.
Bring the round, yo!
I'm out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing a test piece.
Always got to test first.
It's lovely. You're a little deep. Yeah. You're,
Just a hair.
yeah, about a 30-second.
That's why you always do a test.
That's why I love that man. He's my favorite in this unit. How's it going, Casey? You got parts happening yet?
Going at 7,500.
Oh, it's cutting now? Oh, we're warming? Okay. How many? Oh, we got one more step for warming.
Someone turned the heat off for that.
290 seconds.
Out of curiosity, what's the largest diameter thing you can put in this to turn?
The largest diameter you can put in it to turn?
If it's on the shaft and you got, say, a toroid, how big a blade? And I'm not talking about forming metal.
What's our swing over bed? Give me a tape measure.
Max recommended machining diameter is 8 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Although there is enough room.
You can swing bigger than that. You can, all right, you can fit anything that'll fit in this space,
Okay.
but you don't want to,
All right.
Also,
because there's physics that comes into play and it gets exciting really
The
fast.
models I did for the toroid,
Okay.
you're going to cut with probably a ball end mill on the sheet route.
Yeah.
But you'll have like machining marks.
No.
It'll be handy to
No.
how many passes you're going to do.
As many as it takes. If you want a mirror finish, we can do
I don't
that.
want a mirror finish that's going to be made out of plastic.
Then we can sand it when we're done.
That's the idea, and it would be handy if the toroid were locked in something skinny, so you could just sit there with a sanding block as it's turning.
Would be the best, but we're not there, so we'll worry about it when we get there.
You have the
What?
models.
I wouldn't do that at all.
What? I just machine it.
With 26 inches.
Yeah.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Sandpaper
I
on
got
a,
like a
on a
12
30 horsepower
I got like
spindle.
a 12-inch, like 12 by 3, 12-inch diameter, 3-inch minor diameter chloride.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
All right.
But we can
Those models have been here for like 6 months.
we can do some impressive stuff with the sheet router. We can get it down to a negligible finish. And it's not hard. I mean, once you the entire hardest work of the whole job is
Okay.
it really does do the work.
I have the models
science.
for the toroid pieces. Basically, we use half-inch thick. There's some black cheap plastic that used to be in stock. I don't remember what it was. But
Why
it's
would
kind
you
of-
make the toroids out of that?
All right, it'd be nice if you want to make them out of metal, but that would be a little expensive. The idea is
You draw the pretty pictures, we'll figure out the materials.
pretty pictures drawn.
Cool.
I'll
Give them
show
to
you.
him.
Let's go get
I'm
some copies.
busy at the moment.
Yeah,
I can only do one thing at a time
Do we
right
need
now.
toys today?
If you
No.
want a top, well, to make one, no. But what do we got for
We're
top
fine.
loads?
We're fine.
You got a top load?
You're stressing things that you don't need to stress. It's okay. Focus on the job in front of you.
He's busy.
I'm sure there's something you could be doing.
Bother
I can
you.
find something if you need.
You don't have
No,
to stop stressing.
I'm not your wife. I don't have to put up with your bullshit. If you need something to do, I'll find it for you.
Oh, you don't
But
need
I'm not going to
stuff.
debate bullshit with you that we don't have to worry about for 6 months that you don't begin to have a clue about anyway.
You taking notes on your hand again?
Huh? Yeah, that's my palm top computer. You like that?
Palm top.
Yeah, well, I had to know about Cheese, Jordan, Frank, and Laura Swink, and I got a phone number on there for a plastics company I got to talk to.
That's, I believe that's called a Palm Pilot.
It's my Palm Pilot. I actually still have Palm Pilot, and it works. I haven't used it in years, but I still have it. Tell me you got this done. He's making me crazy. I'm going to put him in the cheap state run home if we don't get this like working soon.
We're routing it now.
'Kay.
We want all edges, right?
Excellent. Yeah, everything inside and out, especially like here and that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right now.
I can't hear you over the router. Don't stop, it was feeling so good.
That's pretty.
Who told you so? That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Excellent, sir.
Release and turn.
Yeah. If you do that, if you come around this side, like this, you can get this whole edge. Hey, if you need something to do, you could bring some voodoo on Jeff. It needs some love.
I have time to see.
You got time right now. You're doing that right now. Well, he's got the whole other side to do. Then he's got that one to do. He's gonna be there for days. Just smack it around. I got power and everything. It just needs some love.
Cutting a chalkboard.
As we get into this, we're going to have to figure out the perfect bit and feeds and speeds and directions and stuff to not get chewed up edges.
We're gonna have to get high-speed steel because it's sharper.
Okay.
We'll probably have to get a down-cutting mill instead of an up-cutting mill.
Okay. Hey, I have all that in stock. Use a rotozip bit. Because it's simple high-speed steel and down cutting. And you can get them in 3/16ths, and we probably have them in stock in 3/16ths.
Right now I'm going way easy epoxy on it just because we have time rather
Yeah,
than...
yeah. I'm wondering if you did that in the opposite direction, if it'd be a smoother cut on the inside.
Possibly. Conventional instead of climb mill?
Yeah,
Entirely possible.
because the outside is nice and clean, comparatively.
Alright. Well, we'll give it a shot on that.
I'm guessing it's just a switch in the code, yeah.
Why are you taking 20 passes on plastic?
I was wondering why, and
Well,
I was also a little concerned about the fact that there's no tabs.
not yet.
Oh, the tabs are only in the lower layer? Oh, that's sexy.
I think 2 more passes and then it starts doing tabs.
Okay. Are there 3 tabs on the bottom? 4? Okay. Your windows are schmutzy again.
Yeah. Because UHMW, I had to wash down with the coolant.
Oh.
I couldn't just blow it off, it stuck to everything.
Okay. Is it done?
Yep.
An object of art. One of these days I'm going to meet that guy and kick his ass.
Damn it, Art.
Good job, sir. Thank you. Any luck with Jeff?
Just trying to figure out why the monitor isn't coming up.
Is the computer turned off?
Not sure. If I hit the number lock key, the green light goes on and off, so that tells
It tells you your computer's on.
yes. Okay, that orange cord is the power cord of that monitor.
How's it going, sir? That's so nice. This is really sexy plywood.
Maybe we want to know how much it costs.
Did Moose okay us using this?
It's actually, that's the board it came off with. Look on the other side.
Oh, is it chewed up? Oh, okay.
That's fine.
It's scrapped.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Did she screw them up or something?
I'm guessing that was an initial run when we were doing for the spouting wall.
Okay, we should be really sure that we didn't screw up one that she was doing, like those are the finished pieces for this one. Well,
yeah.
she'll kick our who's that?
No, Casey.
Hey, Casey! This piece of plywood has sponsor wall stuff on the back. Are we sure that that was a test piece or something?
No, I just cut it.
I don't know.
That was the moose person after.
Okay, okay. Because she'll kick my ass, and I try to keep that to a minimum. Because I look at it like, oh shit, because this is a really nice piece of plywood.
I know.
So that was a test or like a fail or something?
It was a fail, and I went to her, I said, can I use it? And she
Okay.
said, yeah, we're just going to redo the whole thing.
Okay, cool. Let's see how things are progressing in high voltage. They may still be on lunch. I smell simple green. So, HVAC guys say office heat will be on tomorrow, which means we don't have to listen to that damn fan anymore. How's this going, guys? So we got a pretty simple setup here. We've got a static safety gap and rotary gap, which is probably a sync rotary, and some really crappy capacitors. Well, I don't know how crappy they are, but I don't like them. So we'll see. That's a beautiful rotary though. He did really good on that. And this is looking a lot better, guys. Did anybody clean off the top? No. All right, let's do that. This is looking worlds better. We got some schmoo down the side, but let's clean off the top. And I was wondering where it was. I don't see it. Oh, it's behind me. Cool. And then we'll try and find some matching plugs to fit those and see if we can make it work.
Hello.
Hi, I just had the meeting with Matt.
Cool.
Totally blew his mind. He's freaked out. It's awesome.
Which Matt is Matt?
You don't know him. He's a guy who came in for a job interview. He's going to end up giving the job to his fiance. What you doing?
The difference in thickness from end to end is 100 thousandths on this material.
Wow! Oh my God. Yeah. Wow. That giant fly cutter likes going into there.
So I haven't changed the Z level. That's where it started. That's where it ended.
Yeah, and you can see it change just like the middle's higher than the edges, and just oh my God, that's scary. Are you dying? You sound like you're dying. Yeah, I figured you were just having a chill day. Don't die, Batman. We love you. He's got to be impeccable. So I got to meet Matt, which was awesome. I like Matt. Matt likes us. It's really cool to see these people from the local community come in, and they're like, I drove by here like every day for 10 years. I don't know what the hell you guys do. Oh my God, this is amazing! And they just freak out. So, it's cool. What are you doing? What? What? What are you doing? Can't go in there. You're not one of the cool kids. We building a primary now?
We're getting there. We're thinking on
This
feet.
side up.
Okay.
Okay,
We're thinking
it's
on
bowed.
feet, yes.
Okay.
We're thinking on feet.
Feet are easy. Take it, leave it like that, cut a short piece of hex, push it over it, have the hex be like an 1/8 inch long, you'll be set. Easy. What's next? Okay. Don't drill holes in this table, we like it. It's a good table. Ed, how are you guys doing? Is it done yet? In there's clean? You're happy with that? In here?
Yes.
Okay, because if you're happy with it, I'm going to put the cover back on it.
Now you may go.
Here, you drive. Keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on what?
Just keep it. Alright, I'm going to put the cover back on. Okay, wipe off the cover. Try that again, it's loud in here.
Can I get someone to man the front while I give new members a tour?
Sure. He needs you to go man the front. He's giving new members a tour. I'm just waiting for you to make that pretty. I'm patient. Whole world's just watching you clean a piece of plastic. You don't want to know the comments we're getting today. 3,000 guys like, I like Katie. She's pretty. I want to smell her feet. Somewhere there's a Turkish man right now who wants to pay you $100 for pictures of your feet. You laugh, this has happened to Moose. This is a real thing that has happened. Look at that static gap. It's really well made. It's a nice little design. Gap spacing looks like about 50 thou, I want to say. Between 50 and 100 thou, depending on how you look at it. I don't know, I'd have to check it out. Maybe more than that. I don't know. It's at least 50 thou. I think it's more than that. I'm looking at it funny. You get right down in there, you're like, that's more than 50 thou. Yeah, it's way more than 50 thou. It's hard to see it from my angle. I can get the camera down in there, and if I look at the camera screen, I'm like, oh, shit, that's big. That's like... it's over a 16th. Somewhere between a 16th and an 8th. You done? Here, I'll trade you. Yeah, it gets hot in there. It's really most sincerely hot in there. But see, if the cover's bent a little bit, that gives it it's a ventilation port. See, it's by design. Capper did good on this. It's a nice setup. I like it. I don't know what this is. I think this is just an end fitting, just slipped on here and one grub screw down, and it just keeps it from traveling. Because there's no real play in it, which is what you want. And there's plenty of gap on the electrodes. It's really well done. I like it. Now we'll spin it up and see if we can make the damn thing chooch. I was wondering how long it'd take you to notice. It's subtle. It doesn't really show up on the camera. Batman built a thing!
I finally did something with the Legos.
They're not Legos.
Oh, right.
They're Legos!
What?
Lego is a copyrighted term. These are wooden Legos.
Yeah.
So they're like cheap Chinese knockoffs. They're Regos! Rego!
You know, there's probably a brand like that already.
No, there totally
There's
is.
gotta be somewhere.
There's like lock blocks or something.
These were purchased or manufactured?
We made them. We made. This started out as 4x4 posts.
It looks, yes, it looks like...
We just made them for kicks
Right.
For something like this.
because we can.
It was kind of weird. It's a weird design because all I had were the 2x4 blocks. But
Throw these things up in the lobbies so when the kids...
that's
Yeah, that's what we're doing. But we're making a bunch of them first, and we have to safety test them before we can let the wee precious children play with them for safety.
For safety.
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 Safety third.
Hey, Batman.
Yeah.
We got some issues. Okay. Now we gotta make like a couple hundred more of these, and then we gotta start making shapes. We gotta like make two squares. No, we need like curves.
We need 2x2s and at least some 2x8s or something, because doing this part here was a pain in the ass doing 2x4s.
So I was at Meijer the other day, and I picked up some toys. And we're in the toy section, and I'm looking at blocks, and Lucy's like, "We should totally have wooden blocks for the labs. That'd be great." And I looked at her, I just took her, I was like, "Really? I think we can make that." And she's like, so, but she just had that moment. I was like, "Really?" We'll be back. We can route these, but when I do that, it's going to be, there'll be a next, like, I don't know, we'll have to see, but if we CNC these, it's easy to do insets for the washers and insets for the pipe and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right.
The way the feet worked out is much better than what I originally thought, but that works perfectly. And it's got
That one's casters. The final version is going to have casters, because we want something portable.
Yeah, because that NST is a ton.
Yeah.
It's beefy.
Well, that NST is probably not going to be the final form, because NSTs...
I don't see this as being the only one of these we do.
Oh, God, no.
So this isn't final form anyway, but this one can be set aside as a working one, just to have that working one.
It'd be nice to have somebody that makes ours for it.
That would, yes.
All right, so...
Original thought was spark gap to go in between these two decks, but if you drop it, then you lose the place to put the spark gap. We got a static gap half constructed.
Hi. What you doing? Am I distracting you? Get up here.
You're supposed to be in the video.
Yeah, you're in on this. Yeah, God. I'm just going to sit here and look at midget gorilla porn when... Okay. So, we've got superstructure done.
Yes.
It actually looks like a Tesla coil.
What do we got for top loads?
I'm going to use one of the IKEA bowls.
Okay.
It'll work fine for this.
All right.
We've got our tombstones built, the right screws sourced, plate made. So tomorrow we wind primary. I was planning on doing primary today, and I had like my day went nuts.
Yeah. It happens.
So tomorrow we wind the primary, which is trivial. We're going to do that. You and I are going to wind the primary because spite. You and I are winding the primary pure spite. So wind primary. Your primary goal tomorrow is capacitors.
I know.
And we have here.
I have to do some research to find out what we want.
This is kind of cool. Now, somewhere, it is possible that one of you watching this at home will have dealt with your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever who complains to you that you never throw anything away. I'd like to point out this was built in February of 2006. It hasn't been used since we built the big array, and that's, God, when did we build that?
It's in that subdirectory or that thumb drive.
Okay.
It
had to be right around this era, because this got rebuilt and then we outgrew it instantly. So I'm going to say around 2006. So this hasn't been used in a while. And it's covered in dust, and it's just been sitting around, and we're going to get it all cleaned up and reconfigured. But this capacitor array, which is the original Geek Group MMC array, this array was originally built in 2001. It was soldered up by Mark Broker. In fact, he had an epic 30-hour soldering session.
I remember.
And he soldered this up the first time when they were parallel.
Yeah.
And then you took it totally apart and redid it.
Pretty sure.
Yep, it was you. I think it was you. And we used this for just a couple months, and then we got we got the giant donation of caps from Cornell de Belair, and we built the Uber array,
yes.
Which we're about to build a new one of, which would be kind of cool. But I gotta do a little fundraiser with the IRC. We gotta raise to get the tubing. I priced it out.
$2,000.
It's not going to cost $2,000 for the tubing.
I thought it was 7. No. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Okay. I got to do a small fundraiser with the IRC. Well, medium. And then I'll be able to get the tubing. The flanges are another matter. I'll worry about that. But by the time your next trip happens, I should be able to be ready for you to sit down with the soldering iron and do. Yeah. And it's just going to be, I'm going to do a time lapse of you at a table with a soldering iron and a pile of capacitors on one side. Yeah.
Empty space.
But tonight, your job is to configure this. You've got to math it out.
It's going to, exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to take more time to configure. Because basically, I'm just going to take this back section is what I'm going to use.
Okay.
It needs to be cleaned severely.
Yeah, so we'll pop it apart, we'll turbo clean it. Oh, hey, this is kind of cool. Down in here, now these are the 942 series, or 942C series of caps. They are self-healing, but there is a limit to how...
Okay, I'm going to use the middle bit.
Yeah, because I've got two that are just pooched, and it looks like there was an arc across here. And that is why you keep your capacitors clean, because they want to arc all on their own. Because you got to understand, if you ran this capacitor at 2,000 volts in a nice, happy, normal circuit, it's gonna chooch along just fine for decades. But you will find in the world of Tesla coils that if you're speccing out, if you call any capacitor company, if you call, like, I don't know, Maxwell, and say, we need caps for Tesla coils, they'll say, no problem, we've got exactly what you need, here's what you want, this is the part number, here's the application, You say, what's a life expectancy? They say, we don't know.
And there's no warranty.
And there's no warranty.
Yeah, go have fun.
So, yeah. But this will do. We have enough here to build from, and plenty of extra, because we'll get enough out of this to build probably 3 or 4 of these. I gotta think at least 3.
36, 15. You're going to want 2 string. I'm thinking zipping this in half right there.
Yeah.
Would be that.
Oh, no. We're gonna desolder this, and we're gonna make a pretty one. This is what we could do in 2006. We're better now. We're smarter now. We have CNC. This was drilled by hand.
Yeah.
Mark did the layout for this by hand. Like masking tape and tick marks. He built this when we were on Little Street.
Oh boy.
This was, the original version of this was built when Thumper was 200 capacitors, 250 caps sitting in boxes in the closet of our house.
I remember first time I met you, you showed me Thumper. We had the Mark Broker safety switch, which was a piece of fishing line draped over a pipe.
Yep.
Pull. And
back when Thumper sat on 55-gallon drums.
Thumper was big blue ones, plastic drums.
We had 2 with a piece of plywood over the top.
And there were like 80 caps, as I recall.
Yep.
So
that was 2001.
2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're old.
You were there.
I am the exact same age I was then.
Yeah, you got this horrible looking picture up in your attic, don't you?
No, actually, I sprang fully formed from the head of Zeus, and such as it has been ever since.
Don't let that picture catch on fire.
So this is your project. You're going to do this. I'm going to tackle primary, top load, and spark gap. And it's going to be just a simple static gap. I don't want to use a rotary with an NSD. It ends bad every time.
Yes.
Especially when we're cluster-fucking old kludgy rotaries, the questionable pedigree, and why the hell would you build it like this? I don't know who built this rotary, but come here and you have to see this. I don't know who built this, so you can just hide your face in shame and no one will ever know this was you. But I would like to point out a couple things. I have some personal experience with what happens when a spark gap fails. So when I speak of this, believe that this spark gap has highly mobile base pins, and if this collides with this, you'll break a chunk off and it'll go flying off into your MMC array and set your entire high voltage lab on fire, and they'll make fun of you on the internet for years. So this, bad form. Don't do that.
Single bolt holding mat with a slot under the bottom.
That's all they have. The way, here. Just, there's a slot so it can wander around. Also, it's made of MDF, which burns. Don't make spark gaps out of things that burn. Trust me on this. I know what I'm talking about. Also, the thing that Paul went off on is the straps are very,
if you make
very
them-
easy to move, and if they
if
sit
they're
where they want,
straight,
they entirely cover,
both rows.
yeah, both rows of the cooling ports, which really isn't that big a deal because this isn't going to run long enough for the motor to overheat because Tesla coils have a very short duty cycle, but it's just
still.
bad form. And this is Mr. Kidwell's episode of Your Rotary Gap is Wrong. And and then there's this whole bag on the side bullshit with the cap on a rubbery strap thing. I don't know. I don't know, and it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad. Don't do that. It's not kosher. You're covering the microphone.
I'm not.
Don't cover the microphone. So I'm gonna build a gap. You're gonna build a cap, and we're gonna wind a primary, and you've got to crack it. Hey, shit, Paul! Oh God!
Oh my God, what?
We're idiots.
What?
Like collectively, jointly and separately, we're idiots.
I wasn't going to use a potential transformer.
Why not?
For a little 4-inch.
That'd be great.
Okay.
That'd be great.
On the 6-inch, do me another set of mid and lower decks for the 6-inch, because you got the 6-inch base plate.
Okay, we use this for the 6-inch?
Use that for the 6-inch.
Because that beats the shit out of your NST.
No argument there, but
This is a 10 kVA 14.4 to, I think it's a 220. 120, 240, yeah. This is an instrument transformer.
yes.
That's for
How many
serious
milliamps?
business.
How
How many?
many?
It's 10 kVA.
10 kVAs, okay. Not milliamps.
Not milliamps.
10
Megaamps!
10,000 milliamps.
Giant fucking steroid amps!
So order of magnitude larger.
A couple, yes.
No, one order of magnitude larger.
It's a whole order of, that's a zero. It's an extra zero on the end better.
Okay, 2 orders of magnitude better.
Yes, this is 200 billion times the choochiness.
Chuchiness. That's quantitative now?
It can be. Actually, the quantitative version is skookum.
Oh, okay.
This is skookum.
Skookum.
This has 2 orders of magnitude more skookum than that one.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. But we can use this on the 6-inch.
We're going to need a taller base, because that'll actually fit.
My only problem with that is we have to ballast the damn thing.
Yeah, not current limited, is it?
No.
No.
I can fix that.
Okay.
I've got current limited. Chain cash shitty resistant current limited, but I got current limited.
Okay.
I may have an inductor smaller up to that.
Okay. Well, that would be the whole bottom deck is bad on one side and your ballast on the other.
All right, so you want to work on caps tonight, or do you want to work on breakers tonight?
What do you need for breakers tonight?
Well,
Putting that breaker in the panel in the MDH?
is Batman still here?
He was just watching the video with Huey.
Hey, Batman.
Well, by the way, I need you with Jeff because I don't remember a couple of things on it.
Sure, go to Jeff.
I got the screens up. Did I have that? Hold on, I brought my drink in.
Batman! Bring on number 2 Phillips screwdriver, insulated handle. Actually, Tyler, just grab the electrical bag, please. All the screwdrivers. Jerry! God damn it, I love you, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
What are you watching?
Repo the Genetic Opera.
Okay, you want to have some fun real quick? It involves danger and no heavy lifting.
What are we watching?
Hi.
Is the bulb going outside?
No!
Okay. Making sure I didn't need it covered. Oh. Yeah, alright.
Hey, Batman?
Maybe shut up. It's on top of the box.
I know, but can you make this side ready? I can do the danger side. Okay. I'm gonna do the danger side. Give it over here. Okay. Cool. I've got like the perfect, beautiful screwdriver. Oh, where it is.
Go good. New screwdriver for the electrical bed.
There's the electrical man. Thank you, sir.
Question is, where's the other new screwdriver? I think it might be in there already.
I'm putting the screws on the blue thing.
He's putting the screws.
The screws are on the blue thing. Whenever you do something like this, say it out loud, even if you're alone. In the world of engineering, you'll get very used to talking to yourself.
Are you going to turn off the main power to do that?
Huh?
Turn off
Do you hear the robot running next to me?
Yeah, I do.
Power's probably on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything I'm about to do here is stupid, irresponsible, and ridiculously dangerous.
So the exact opposite of your electrician father.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Your electrician dad would totally do this. Okay, come here.
Yeah.
This is a 480 volt live panel. There's 3-phase 40 volt at like 400 amps going into this thing. If anything touches anything else that it isn't supposed to touch, it isn't that we die, it's that you get to learn about arc flash and this blasts us across the room.
Yeah,
Because you are young and I love you, go away. Old crusty fucker, come here. You're gonna die soon anyway.
He has something to teach the boy.
Google arc flash or arc flash accident.
I would like to point out at this moment that on my personal Amazon wish list is a complete set of 2 arc flash protective outfits. We don't own one. If I die today, it's your fault.
Chris,
What?
you have high voltage plugs. Do you want to lease those?
No.
It's not going to help.
It wouldn't help for this and it would be much more dangerous. Don't do that.
Okay, the bottom.
Yeah. Put a knee in there. If I was doing anything serious, we'd have all the power off, but all I gotta do is install a breaker. Take it out clean. Thank you, sir. Set that on the ground over there. I am putting the screws on the blue thing. Alright. So. Hey, Batman. Which one's the welder feed?
You gotta look at the door and say welder.
You gotta look at the door. Okay. Looking at the door. Feeds welder receptacle. Batman!
What?
It's a damn lie!
I don't remember. They fucked it up.
You're not helping me here.
Watch out.
I need to know. Which one's the welder?
Is the welder
Is that
It's
what
the
feeds
20
it?
amp.
It's
That's
the
the one
20
that
is the
kept,
welder?
that's the one we kept popping.
Okay, and it's got the big wire, so that's
Yeah.
the one we want. Alright, cool. Thank you. Go check the outlet with a meter and make sure that I just turned off the welder outlet. Go check that while I peel into the next layer.
Where's the meter?
Hey Jerry,
Yeah.
give me a pair of safety glasses. It's not the eyelids I want to make sure I keep. The little screws are on the other side of the blue thing. Get them, I'm just swapping out the rig. Let me know when you got that, Paul. Can't hear you when you mumble, Paul. There's a big robot next to me. What did you say?
Needs from breaker 8, 10, 12.
Yes. Says it's off on this end. Is it off on yours? There we go.
Are you kidding me?
Out! Yes, my love.
Turn the breaker on for a moment.
All right, hang on. Clear. It's on. You good? All?
Grab the shoe here.
Don't use that. Stick a meter in there. It's not rocket science. It's only 3 wires. Turning off the breaker! Breaker is off! You stand back. Hey, Batman? Give me a zip tie.
Slightly closer than I should be.
Man, you guys got my bag all fucked up. This is not acceptable. Hey, Katie!
He's going to get a zip tie.
Alright. I don't want to do it with that screwdriver. I can't do it with that screwdriver. What do I have that's close? I don't do it. I have to. Hey, Batman?
Batman's busy.
What is he possibly busy with at this point?
Rewiring the plug.
Oh, he's doing the plug. You got zip tie? Thank you. Out then, I got it. I'm missing screwdrivers.
Just holding it out of the way for a while, right?
Yep, that's all they do. I just want to make sure they don't spring down into danger places.
That would be bad.
Alright, I have the perfect screwdriver for that. It's not in my bag.
You do? Flat blade.
It'll do.
Where is the replacement breaker? It is up on top?
That's the replacement breaker. It's this one. It's a 15.
Might as well screw it in.
No, it's missing a screw. That's why it's sitting there. Not screwdriver I want for this.
Run the screws in the box.
Yeah, I got it. I have a screwdriver. It's very long. It's like this long. And it has the perfect drive in that
Would
end.
it be any high voltage screwdriver drawer?
It might be. Oh, this'll work. This'll do. You just can't touch that shaft.
No, you can't. Want me to go look
Well,
in the drawer?
No, but I'd
If you
really
start
love it.
If you start moving, you want me to tackle you to...
No, but I do want you to take me to get some better screwdrivers that we're missing.
Are you talking about your square drive one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck you had me grab them for you. You went somewhere I haven't seen them since.
Okay. Let's start with this.
By the way, we need to put a sticker on the charging end of Groucho that says discharge from this end.
Okay.
I tried it from the other end once. You'll notice... Hi. You'll notice he's got a hand in his pocket. Well,
Damn right I got a hand in. Well, I stick it down the back of my pants because I just reach in and grab and be like, all right.
explain to him why.
If you're working in a hot box like this, if you're doing anything that isn't reasonable for the little screwdriver, I have an insulated handle. Where the hell I put it? But I have an insulated handle. There it is. This bright orange thing means don't use this screwdriver for anything except exactly what I'm doing. You don't want it chewed up. But with this, you can touch the handle to precision guide stuff in. With this screwdriver, if I touch that handle, I'm blasted. So, one hand, you stay back on the grip, you put the other hand in your pocket, because in theory, if you get electrocuted, it'll just go down. It won't. You're a capacitor. There's only 480 volts. It isn't going to go through my shoe. It's not going to happen. But because this is AC, you're a big capacitor load, and it's going to suck. Getting electrocuted just in makes you a capacitor. Two hands, you can pass current through across your heart and die.
Like
You're going to die this way, too.
Like if you were putting your left hand on the frame of the box.
Yeah, because the box is grounded. So with this, it's going to hurt really bad. Probably not going to die, but you're going to wish you did.
You're going to put this cap down in the bottom and then the slot?
Huh?
Or you're going to install this cap here in the slot below?
This one?
Yeah.
It's not a cap, it's a breaker.
I'm sorry, breaker.
But I could if it pleases you.
Well, what are you going to do with it? At the very least, stuff it in the bottom of the box just to
Nah,
slow it.
we just set them up top until we
Set it
figure
right there.
out. Because I have a
That'd be just
feeling
fine.
very soon we're going to be redoing a bit of this
Yeah.
box.
I'm sure there'll be enough.
This, oddly enough, is the dangerous part. What I just did isn't so bad. Also, I should probably hook up the damn brake.
I'd say you want to do that before you put that cover
Alright,
on.
where's my dikes? Whoa! Hi there.
Should have checked that the screws were loose first.
Oh, these are bigger. Because this is a 60 amp.
Right. Any wires up?
Huh?
I was reading in the forum, on the comments to your YouTube video when you tried powering this thing up before.
Yeah.
Somebody was suggesting an excitation circuit.
Yeah. Won't work though.
Won't work?
No. I don't remember why, but they talked it out. Like there's a whole thing on it. But they worked it out and they were like, oh yeah, okay, that won't work anyway.
So just
I don't remember the details of why, but
so
I remember they
just
worked
60
it out.
amp breaker.
Now, you'll notice, you see the colors? Not you, him. It's boy, brown, orange, yellow is the phases X, Y, Z. Boy, brown, orange, yellow. That's standard for 480. Okay.
Want help holding that?
Yeah, this is the dangerous part because you have this bit of metal flopping around. As long as you don't touch anything in there where there's guards all over the place or anything up there, you're okay. You can touch almost anything else in here and be fine. That's bad. Down the middle's bad. Okay, Paul. And right there, and you're just going to hold that and look pretty.
Little ones on the other side.
I have the little screws from the blue thing. Yeah, come up here.
I'm up against the stuff.
When you're putting in multiple screws, put them in. Come up. Put them in with like 2 turns still loose. Don't snug them in because you're going to have to wiggle stuff around to get it all to line up. So you just put them all in to where they're a couple turns loose. That. AV runs, everything in AV is single phase. So it's fed off of here as just 2 phases that go to a 480 240. And that was all the work the big guys did. It was nice. So, alright. Big box. Now, you're pretty safe. This is protected. It's a good shield. Now, on the back of this, there's a big flange that sticks out. So, up. Where you want to be? Are you comfortable? I have the screws from the blue thing. No extras.
This doesn't feel like good on the bottom.
It will. On a modern new panel like this, especially a nice square D, this front door isn't so bad. When you do the old panels, like the one downstairs in the boiler room, the front panel to that thing weighs 100 pounds, and it's jank as hell. Which is why I don't work on that panel. Also, be careful when you put these in. They've got a little clear spot on the end with no threads. That's to get everything lined up. Be very careful not to cross-thread them. If it doesn't feel exactly right, back off and try again. Because once it's cross-threaded, you're screwed because they're going to be like that forever. Kind of like what I just about did there. That's.
Yeah, like I said, it hasn't felt right since we started.
They're all loose always. They're all loose. It's just a little kitty lumpus. Everything else went in great.
I think the top one's going to be the worst.
Well, this one.
I'm leaning on it.
All right, lean out a little bit. There, we're good.
Okay.
That went right in. Oh, that's easy. I got tons of room. Tons of room. Yeah, it just puckers right up.
There you go.
Yeah, it isn't that this was out, it's that that goes in. All right.
And more gold magnets.
They're everywhere, Paul. You know what the magnets do? They filter out the bad electrons.
You improve mileage on your electric vehicle.
That's what we need. We got to put magnets in the new electric car. All right, going on that end. Smoke test. Ready?
He's got the worst voice.
Paul? You live with a woman who converses at a normal screen. You're fine.
We're ready for it.
You're ready?
Yeah. You turned out?
No, I'm about to throw a giant breaker without knowing you're safe. Okay, you're cool? All right.
Roll on one.
Hands in the air when I do it. All right. All clear!
There you go.
All clear! 3, 2, 1. Got it? Somebody grab on the side of the big Variac stack is a meter, just magneted there. Run and get it.
I cannot run right now.
Tyler,
And get it. On the side of the big gray Variac stack is a meter, just magneted
you'll
there.
see it
Go get
stuck to the side.
It's a green meter
Next to the
You know where the
generator
big
box.
Variac stack is?
Oh
Really?
Jesus God.
Run! Go! Wait! Oh, they're gonna race. Okay.
I was dumb enough to run 6 miles Tuesday morning.
It was Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
You didn't run 6 miles.
I ran 6 miles.
What do you want to bet? You
I didn't run
miles.
6 miles. I come into running
traveled
walks for
6
6
miles.
miles.
Huh? No. You did it as part of the training program downstairs.
He was there before us.
No, I was up at 7 a.m. doing shit way before you.
Oh, okay.
I felt
Because everybody
fine.
else ran 5K, and that's 3.3 miles.
No, they didn't run 5.
We're at like miles. Where does
You guys had like 2.3.
Run! God, everybody's waiting on you! You look like a Pantene commercial.
She's doing it in 16-inch hills too.
You look like a Pantene commercial.
Somebody moved it around back.
Bitching about it. I want to see it go too, but I also want to know the peak amps when it goes. Science takes time.
Well, we first got to figure out if it's spinning the right way.
It better be. I matched the phasing when I put it in. Unless somebody changed the phasing on that original breaker.
No, but the wire in the box there, I had to take it off.
Oh!
For my welder.
Okay.
And then just put it back on, so it might not be, spinning the right way.
Alright. I've got amp hold on. Alright, you're watching the
I know,
thing?
but we gotta...
You're watching the thing?
I'm watching the thing.
Alright, everybody be quiet. This is upside down and it makes me nervous. Clear? Wrong way? Alright. I'll trip the breaker. Okay. I'll trip the breaker, you try and do ours.
Follow him because if he dies.
Reverse any two.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You grab the screwdriver.
Wait for it. Still hot.
I gotta grab the screwdriver from the full bag anyway.
60 amp breakers off.
Screwdriver! Screwdriver!
Screwdriver,
my real friend.
You just unplugged it from the plug, really.
Yeah, that's what I did.
No, I mean, instead of turning off the breaker.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn the breaker back on.
Since the leg's squishy, you gotta straighten it back out again.
I didn't realize they accidentally discovered quantum entanglement.
Possibly. I know I set yours up.
Jerry, get us on the live stream.
How?
This is
gonna be so cool.
It seems odd that the local machine's time would have an effect on the timestamp for the Skype communication. So you're going across the internet, you should be getting time from the time server anyway. Christina's run into an interesting problem twice with Skype.
You have to be smarter than the horse?
No, if the time is set different or off, not in sync between the two machines, and people send things almost at the same time.
Okay.
You need the time stored from the local machine.
You might want to hang up now.
It's gonna be loud.
Let me see your phone now.
We're not turning on yet, or are you waiting for
Okay.
that?
I'm
You
not
gotta
gonna
turn the
turn it on
pressure on over there.
Clear!
You already did.
Ready?
You gotta plug it in, Gene.
Gotta plug it in though.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to point out that's where one of the stickers ended up.
Oh, Jesus.
Big power on.
Up towards the back wall.
Oh, the knob goes to the back?
Yeah.
You should know this by now.
Okay, catch you later. Bye-bye.
What?
That's fault.
We good?
No.
Well, the live stream's not up yet.
I'll on some
It's down?
No,
it's not.
he's moving cables.
Unplugged.
Oh. Okay. Waiting. So rotation is good. You're happy?
Should be.
Okay. Paul, you're reading the meter.
I'm reading the meter.
Yeah, I'm going to put the meter over here right on the motor. So they got, it's
got
just
So that was handy.
Yeah.
Right there.
So you're set to max. Okay. So you're watching the meter.
Alright, we'll do another quick directional test.
Get better. No, I'm just going to turn it on.
Alright.
I'm just going to turn it on.
Do it.
Okay, you ready, Paul? You're set for max amps? Because that's what I want to see.
Max.
Ready?
Yep.
Clear? All right, so a lot of people have been waiting for this moment. We have the Eurovac inside. This is what one of the impellers looks like. You can see it. Here, I was trying to get you a shot. So there's your impellers, and there's got to be a bunch of those. Let's find a maker plate.
Right there.
Oh, right there. Here, this is. Maybe somebody can look this up and find out the details on it. Now it says 23 FLA. You know what an FLA is?
No, what's a
It's a
flop?
full load amp.
Full load.
23 amps, at full load. Okay. So I'm going to hand this off to you. What?
Oh God.
It's just going to explode.
I know. Turn it on.
It's not going to...
He wants to do it.
It's not going to work.
Turn it on.
Okay.
You gotta get a fucking condom. That's the only thing that's gonna work. This is how we'll do our condom challenge.
You're a muppet. All right. 3, 2, 1. It could be done. This would do a lot more. Look, where's the camera?
Right here.
You could. Yeah, but what we need to do it right, because there's such a short output,
We'd have to make a
we'd have to make a stack, and you'd want to have veins in it, so you get a what you want is a laminar flow, and you get a nice smooth airstream, and you can put a bocce ball here.
Even with it spinning down.
Yeah, it's barely moving.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that thing's.
I
That is death on a Trisket.
I love the initial high pitch, but then it goes. It's just gonna
explode.
I know,
if you
but
do
it'll
it.
be one hell of a pain.
It's not even gonna get up to speed before that leaves.
I know. Well, cinch it down.
With what?
The cinches on the damn pad.
Oh, totally. This is the best idea.
We've had
That
worse.
Totally. Do you not
I don't
understand?
care.
This.
I don't
Okay,
care.
you
I wanna
cinch
see
it. I'll hit this. I'll hit the switch.
No.
You cinch it.
Wait.
No, you hold on tight.
No.
You believe in it.
We need a fog machine.
Not, but yeah, not it right
We
there.
just need to watch a
This
fog
is so
machine.
not going to work at all.
Let the
I
boy
didn't say it's
drink.
gonna stay on.
The best part is
Let
you're
the boy
so
drink.
willing to throw the switch.
Well,
Yeah, science.
Come on now.
No, research.
This is the.
This is research.
we haven't written anything down yet, though.
What are you doing with the gloves?
I'm breaking them in.
Okay, but you're not going to touch anything
No.
here with them. Okay. Because that'll take that glove right off.
I
You
know.
eat it, you'll fuck the motor. So, all right, Claire.
Ready?
This is Jerry's Folly for 3, 2, 1. I am amazed. Shut up. I am amazed. Okay.
This kind of reminds me.
What brand of trash bag is that?
We can find those.
Jesus God.
Is that the
No, that's
exact
not the
one?
HDX ones. Those are like.
Hey, this is way.
This reminds me of what I think it's the Chicago.
What are you gonna tie that
where
down
a
with?
a hot air balloon instantly like inflate within a few seconds.
You can see that.
So this would be cool to inflate an air balloon relatively fast.
Apparently at some point in Chicago there was like an artist with like giant red balls that were just full of air. And
Batman.
they escaped onto
Yeah.
the streets.
Hit the switch.
God.
Make sure to not have your fingers tangled in the. Hang on.
Hang on. You ain't gotta watch your flight.
Go! shade of
You know
gray.
what you need to get a picture of?
Hang on. There's shit in there.
Probably.
There's like a couple leaves or something hanging out. I don't know what the hell they are that can survive that, but there's something rattling
You
around.
should go outside to the meter and watch the meter just go.
Well, all right, we're pulling 28 amps.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Well, no, it says 23, but we're pulling 28. So 28 amps, 480 volts, 3-phase. There's the blog question for the day. Because don't answer it, because you and I know. How many watts is 28? What was it? 28 point?
28.8.
Okay. How many watts is 28.8 amps, 3-phase, 480? First person to comment wins a prize. And I had a prize. I had a thing that I was gonna.
I have no idea what.
I don't know.
Is it on your hand?
Huh?
Is it on your
No,
hand?
it's not on my hand. But Matt Thomas will pick out an awesome prize for you, I'm sure. But there's the blog question for the day. 28.8 amps, 3-phase, 480 volts AC. How many watts of power is that? All right, so that's the blog for the day.
Where is this going to be mounted?
This
Outside.
is going
Outside.
outside in its own little room on a concrete pad.
Now, Jerry pulled up the picture of what they look like. There's a chimney that Eurovac sells that we're going to want for the exhaust port.
What?
It'll just be easier if you just put that in the shed of the school.
No. You bolt on a pipe and.
It's pretty much what it
It's
is,
gonna
but
go up
it's
to
got like a
roof level.
muffler mojo.
Oh, they've got a muffler for it?
It looks like it.
All right, I'm
So
interested.
send me the link.
But we also want to put a port on it so when we want to, we can access that amount of flowing power.
What's our power factor? Well, you got to figure that out. It doesn't actually say the power factor on here. It does say that the air pressure is 5.5 Hg,
Hold on.
which is inches
It's
of
on
mercury.
here.
He doesn't need that. to
Power
figure out the
factor?
watts.
I can't read it.
He doesn't need that.
Well, you
Okay,
want
it's right there.
you want true watts.
You don't really
Power
need it.
factor on this motor is 89.7. 89.7 is our power factor. So, cool. All right. You guys have fun. I'm Chris Boden.
And I'm Paul Kidwell.
And that is today's Captain's Blog. That's it. Today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from Laura Swink. Possible by a grant from Laura Swink.